Hello, welcome to the new moon in Gemini, which we will have on Sunday the 14th. And leading up to this new moon, there's a lot of logic and curiosity in the mix. So is that landing with you? It seems like this new moon is definitely a very poignant time of creating a new pathway for yourself, and it calls upon the power tools of logic and curiosity. So when I think of Gemini, so also happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. Happy birthday to you. But when I think of Gemini energy and how this new moon is infused with it, Geminis are the most curious learners of the zodiac. And I don't know if you can hear the noise, but there's some construction going outside of my house. I think that is an interesting metaphor for this new moon. My neighbors are getting a new walkway built in. So how's that for some metaphor of this new walkway we're building for our lives with this Gemini new moon on the 14th? There is an invitation absolutely to be curious and logical. There's a sort of soberness that is hitting the collective right now around this is not working for me anymore. This definitely is where I want to be, but how do I get there? So I think the answers that we are seeking are the seed of those answers are being planted at this new moon in Gemini. It is definitely asking you to be very curious, to look in places you have been and places that you want to be, and deeply anchoring into the present as well. So the Gemini new moon is symbolic of the twins. So to me, that is more of a vibration of, being able to look at both sides. When I think of this new moon, I think about that song, Both Sides Now. And I encourage you to, it's such a moving song, one of my faves. Gemini is looking at both sides for sure, and being curious about the possibility of both things. It's looking at the black and the white, the negative, the positive, the pros, the cons. And unlike Libra that tries to balance those things out, Gemini really wants to go where their curiosity feels the most enlivened. So yeah, let's pull some cards on that. I'm wondering if you are at all feeling this mix of curiosity and logic, needing a new pathway to be built, taking time across the street here, lots of things going on, lots of all kinds of workers in the yard. And Gemini is strongly rooted in community as well. So perhaps with this new moon, you are calling in more community, or a new community even. You're discovering the importance of being around people who make you feel good, who expand that curiosity and playfulness, who help you learn more about yourself. When I say using logic in the sign of Gemini, it's more in the realm of like, what can I learn about this to make a more informed decision? All right, King of Pentacles. This might have to do with this new moon, might have to do with a lot of security issues, safety issues, however that shows up for you and for the world. It has to do with stability. King of Pentacles is the king of stability, king of safety. Yes, the master of the physical realm, the master of money, career. How's that going for you? I know I'm in a little bit of a shifting sand kind of energy myself, and I am going to lean into that invitation also with this new moon of curiosity and logic. What do I know works for me? What do you know that works for you, that has proven to work in the past? What do you know as truth about yourself? What makes you feel safe and secure? That's always a good exercise to do, is, you know, if it's easier for you to really feel into something by writing out lists, you can write a list of all the ways that make me feel safe. What are the things? Who are the people? What are the places? What are the practices? The Pentacles are all about daily routines, daily building blocks towards your legacy. Oh, the whole notion around legacy. It's like, it's more so about what is the story that is being told in rooms when I'm not there. What is the story that's going to live long after me? What legacy am I leaving behind, and am I proud of that? And how do I keep going on that path, or how do I change it up to have the story of my life that I am super proud of? You know, this is, Pentacles is all about, yes, the material realm, but it is about loving the life that you live. What else do we have for this new moon? The Hermit. My goodness, there is a call inward. There's a lot that isn't being said right now, and I would encourage you on the new moon in Gemini on the 14th that you do spend some solid, you know, some solid time in solitude. The Hermit is, you know, pulling back. It doesn't mean you have to totally isolate yourself, but it is giving yourself moments of stillness, deep breaths, sitting upright in the stillness, you know, really anchoring into your body. This is, you know, this is Virgo energy, so it fits very well with the King of Pentacles. That's also Earth energy, Virgo energy, but we are talking about Gemini, and that's why I think this new moon is going to be a little like, it's just, it carries so much weight and so much importance, because it's like the feeling that we all have around safety and security on a deeply personal level. The sand is shifting beneath our feet. I know that we all feel that. I mean, it's like we go to the store and things are like, you know, everything at the grocery store is $5, $8, $20. This is asking the deeper questions on this new moon of truly what makes me feel safe and secure, and how can I apply curiosity and a logic around the intentions that I'm setting for this new moon. What do I have to do? This is going inside yourself in that moment of stillness and asking yourself the very important question of, what is the light within telling me? What is the star in his lantern saying to you? How is it guiding you forward? What are the whispers of your heart? The whispers of truth. So it's the curiosity and the logic, right? Whispers of your heart and of logic. So this feels a little bit like, oh, you might have to do some things you don't really want to do, but maybe they provide safety and security for you in this moment, and it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Four of Cups. Again, this is a reference back to me talking about community, how important it is to you. Maybe things that have brought you a lot of, social gold aren't doing it for you anymore. Or maybe with this new moon, you're realizing the things that you always hoped would bring you that just aren't, they're not panning out. And this new moon is about, I want to call in this kind of community. It's definitely something I'm feeling. I have a lot of deeply special, symbiotic social relationships. And yet I'm always seeking to fine tune those. And there's just nothing greater than finding people that you can truly feel like yourself, feel at home with. And I think there's a lot of maybe grief going on leading up to this new moon about, I'm also getting a message a little bit of like, why do we have to work all the time? All I want to do is celebrate and be in joy and happiness with my community. Why do, like, this is kind of feeling isolated in your work, right? It's, gosh, Hermit energy of the King of Pentacles. It's, work, work, work. Is this all is this all I'm doing? And maybe the answer is like right now, this is what you got to do. There is a little bit of mourning around like, I want to do more social things. And let's be honest, social things can cost money. So this is a moment to think about that. And let's look at the shadow card. Oh, the Sun. Yeah, the shadow card is like, I want freedom and happiness and peace. So with this new moon, this is the happiest card in the deck. With this new moon, the question is, what are your new intentions now? Based in logic, based in curiosity, and based in community. What can you do that gives you safety and security? How do you access this freedom and happiness? What do you really need in your life? What are you being called to do? Maybe that you don't want to do. What changes do you want to make when the time is right? It feels a little bit like this new moon is a moment of putting those intentions, getting very clear on all these things that I'm talking about. What is your ultimate happiness? What does freedom mean? What is safety and security? What kind of community are you looking for? What do you really want your life to be like, your legacy? Getting very clear on those things. And the thing about new moons is it's just the seed. So you're planting a seed, and it's gonna start fermenting and coming into fruition and breaking through the ground not until 6 months away from now. So the only way to truly set intentions is to be very clear on what it is that you want now. As you are now, at all the changes you've gone through, all the realizations you are having about what's working, what isn't working, how things you thought were gonna be have actually turned out. What kind of shifts do you make based with curiosity and logic in this Gemini new moon? I'm gonna do it with you. I'm already doing it. That's the thing, we're already doing it. And you've got so many answers inside of you. And so with the Hermit here as this beautiful anchoring card, go deep within. Even if it doesn't involve writing it down, although that's always a great practice. If it just means having 15 minutes on your lunch break, really contemplating and asking for clarity around, what do I really want to change in my life? What do I love, but what do I really want based around community, security, happiness, freedom, joy? What are just the basic, solid things that bring me happiness? I love you.